What's up? Welcome back to Nowstalgia. Dave here with a review of Logic's ninth album, College Park. Logic's first album since his Def Jam deal ended last year with his album Vinyl Days. This is his first independent release from Logic. And I'll be honest, Logic has been putting out music every single year, mixtape, album format, whatever it might be. He's released a ton of music. It's even acknowledged on this song. It was like 18 projects, 10 years, whatever it was. Logic's put out a lot of music. And Logic has been such an inconsistent artist for this whole run that it's hard for me to get too excited about any one Logic release. It's hard for me to get too excited about any one Logic release, and I just have to take it for what it is and evaluate it from there. Like, I'm not even really checking for the singles. I'm just waiting for the album to come out and figure out what it is. And thankfully, I think Logic has, I hope, honed in on his strengths at this point. This seemed to be evident last year with Vinyl Days. You know, Logic sounds good on dusty old boom bap. Logic sounds good on 90s hip hop production. Logic sounds really middling and unspectacular on modern day trap beats and 808s. The Bobby Tarantino stuff isn't good. But the other stuff, like Vinyl Days, like College Park, like, of course, the fake retirement album, No Pressure, those are cool. He sounds good on those. That's when his ear for production stands out. That's when his flow and general rap ability really shines. And College Park, to me, feels a lot like Vinyl Days did, except Vinyl Days is an album that he clearly crafted and put out to satisfy those Def Jam, contract obligations and just get that out of the way. College Park, on the other hand, has more of a creative through line and actually think at least has something what's more interesting to it, right? Like Vinyl Days just felt like more Logic songs. They were fine, but nothing was that spectacular about it. I don't think College Park is a spectacular Logic album, even a great Logic album. But the fact that it's like grounded in like 2011, like Logic's come up days, and you have these through line of all these outros on these songs being skits regarding Logic and Big Lembo and Castro, his collaborators of many years that are featured on many of his songs. The fact that it's like all of them like going to a show in 2011, a show for 150 people, and it's like Logic before the fame. That's actually a really cool premise to like kind of ground the music, even if like the songwriting doesn't like consistently like match that like framing. I find that at least a little bit inspiring because there's like little Easter eggs for like Logic fans, acknowledgments like Logic's getting posted on Two Dope Boys, like shout out the blog era, shout out the come up back in the day, if you know, you know. Logic acknowledges that he doesn't smoke weed at this time, which of course we know is no longer true. um, there was also the reference to, Logic has a dream about having RZA on a song, which is RZA's featured on track one on College Park, Cruise Through the Universe. Be cool if we got the whole clan on a song one day. Well, of course, Logic did that in like 2018 Young Sinatra 4 on the song Wu Tang Forever. It's like there's little like tidbits that I just kind of enjoyed about these skits. Grounding effect, I don't know. Like, it's nothing too special, but it was kind of cool. And then like in terms of the tracks, like, yeah, like I think, like I said, like there's some moments here where Logic does what he's good at. It's like pretty solid. I think Red Pill 7, which is not a track title that I enjoy, but I think there's actually some good flow on there, and even reference to his flow. My flow is non-binary. It never misses. So it's like, oh, actually decent wit from him, because we know Logic is prone to some stinkers as well. Gaithersburg Freestyle, which is like all like the local homies. Big Lembo and Castro on there. Also, shout out Fat Trell being featured on there. Fat Trell, Blast from the Past. Haven't heard him in a minute. That was unexpected, to say the least. Shimmy with Joey Badass, I thought was really great. Like, I think the Logic flow there is honestly like just really heat. Like that was probably his best performance rapping wise, to me. That was pretty awesome. Come on Down was also really great. Lightyear, which is like a long outro, last call type track, but like one of like the sections of it, you have the beat from Kendrick Lamar's Rigor Mortis off Section 80, which I obviously is inspired and welcome beat to hear, nice pull. But yeah, just I think generally like it's more Logic music, like Clone Wars 3, another example of you know this type of Logic, right? Like, it's nothing he hasn't done before, And I think that's okay. Like Logic has been making music so long, and also Logic's been so fucking rich and so fucking famous for so long that I've just kind of given up hope to him being like super insightful with his lyrics at this point. Like it's kind of clear that he was much more like interesting when he was still kind of rising and still kind of giving like these fully baked concepts like Under Pressure and The Incredible True Story. Like we're pretty far removed from that kind of stuff at this point. But I think that's okay. Like I don't hold like the fake retirement against him. He's far from the first rapper to do that. And now we're 3 projects since then already because he works so much. But yeah, I think like Logic, he's just gonna make stuff like this. He's gonna put out beat tapes under other names. He's gonna go on Twitch. He's gonna be himself. And I think that's I guess good enough. Like I've kind of like let it go in terms of like him not reaching a higher plane. I think that's fine. And I just hope that he kind of sticks to this style of music because this is what's interesting to me. And I think what's interesting to most of his fans, which is it harkens back to his mixtape stuff, his most popular music. We can only hope that we don't hear Bobby Tarantino 4 ever, but I'm not going to hold my breath. But leave a comment below. What did you think about College Park? Did you like it more than Vinyl Days? Did you like it more than Bobby Tarantino 3? How you feeling about Logic these days? For more rap reviews, more music reviews, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.